conflict here on the left. Delcore's moving up towards the left victory point, try to catch Miles unexpected. However, Miles is also heading for that left victory point, so things are going to come to a head there. Miles seems to be focusing on his supply starts first.
Yes, I'm recording this.
Alright.
Miles seems to be focusing on his
Kugelwagen's being built, though.
Oh, and we got a Kugelwagen being built on Miles' parts. He's got 3 Sturm Pioneer squads already. I can't tell.
Alright.
There's no conflict yet, but it's about to happen on that left. They got that Sturm Pioneer squad really close. And it's not going to be so good for Miles because he only has that lone Sturm Pioneer squad.
Well, Sturm Pioneer squads on their own can actually still cause some damage, so it's... well, we're gonna see.
No victory points captured yet. This is rather odd for the 3-minute mark.
No, that's not... In a 1v1 game, you don't want to focus on victory points, you want to focus on resources. They're a lot more valuable.
Miles moving behind the main line here. He's moving behind the line of victory points into Delcore's territory. Now this is a really smart move and very advisable because this attracts his attentions elsewhere. There we go, Delcore with the first victory point cap up in the north. Now what we're going to need to see is Miles going to try to cut the supply line, and apparently he is.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
Yeah, but he is because look where he's moving that Kugelwagen. He's moving it right to that there.
No, he's not going to cut the supply lines, but I think he is going to just set up an MG there. Just to make sure his guys don't get through.
Well, all his infantry, they're like...
Wait, here's the thing, though. Miles doesn't realize that Delcore's units aren't going to come from that direction. They're all set up on the left of where he is right now.
They are.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, but he is actually cutting that supply line. That's actually pretty fucking funny. And now, they're about to rain down on top of him.
They're about to take that ambulance. That is a really vital thing to take. The ambulance might get away out here if it doesn't change positions.
If he doesn't notice, it can go down.
And
here is
the
the
counter-attack squad coming in. We got the double rifleman squad coming in.
Yeah.
Let's see if they're gonna get suppressed. Oh, we got a grenade going down. That's a really nasty hit, and that Kugelwagen is destroyed. Sturm Pioneer squad badly hurt. They can't stand up to this double rifleman squad tactic. They can't stand up to this. They're gonna have to withdraw. Although right now Miles has Delcore outmatched in terms of victory points held.
But look, a second Kugelwagen.
Whoa, another Kugelwagen. This one that's not usually.
Miles is not using his Kugelwagen correctly. He's moving it way too close.
He's just charging it right in, which gets it killed really easily, and that's another waste of fuel, which Miles really can't afford. He doesn't control both fuel points.
Well, actually, I think he can afford it. The reason being is Delcore is making 4 fuel. Miles is making 26. He can afford to make fuel losses as long as he holds this point.
Now Miles holds more fuel than Delcore, but seriously, this is a.
Why is he moving his medic truck back?
That is really and Delcore is not retreating his infantry. As you can see, he may lost one infantry over there.
He's almost lost the squad. Focus on the squad, Miles. Oh, he didn't. He didn't focus on the squad. He could have killed the squad.
He really could have, but he didn't. And Delcore's rifleman advantage is starting to get whittled down as
If I know Delcore, he is definitely going to use a smoke grenade on that to get close to it.
And Miles is starting to make smart use of that Kugelwagen, but Miles isn't pushing as much as he could. That might be intentional, but it's a bad move because this wimpy little 2 rifleman setup is not going to stand up to the might of this Oberkommando West.
Now, Putis,
Miles
you're doing too much of an announcer voice here, man. You're doing too much of an announcer voice.
Well, you know.
Well, I mean, whatever.
It's a vidcast, so.
Yeah, I suppose so. So we got the Volksgrenadiers coming out for Miles. Normally, I'd actually like to see more Volksgrenadiers because they got anti-tank weapons, and that's pretty good.
Yeah, but right now, if you remember, the Americans aren't really able to get that many effective vehicles in the beginning, and Delcore really isn't going for that. He went for
Miles. Yeah, Miles is going for tech now, but he's not deploying it on a front line like he should be, at least I think at this point. He's actually deploying it back at his base.
And as you can see, guys, if you look at the tactical map, Miles got all the points and all the fuels over here. Well, not all the points or the victory points. He doesn't got the victory points.
Yeah, he doesn't have the left. The thing is, Delcore doesn't have them either. And Delcore is back capping right now. He's capturing one of his other points there.
Oh, yeah. See, this is really a better alternative to trying to push that point, unless he had a better pincer movement going on.
And it looks like his first Volksgrenadiers are out.
and those Volksgrenadiers are going to force that back cap out. However, those are Volksgrenadiers that could have been deployed better elsewhere. Help out.
Oh, and those riflemen are being suppressed. Delcor is running out of options here. He really, really needs to make a difference here. He seems to be uncapping fuel because he's well aware of the fact that if Miles gets heavy armor up, he's not going to have much to counter that.
He's not going to lose his recon.
And at this rate, it's going to be really hard to dislodge Miles from these positions because Miles has really good cover. He has really good deployable positions of this Kuba wagon, but that early game loss of fuel really hurt him in terms of what he could have been doing with that fuel right now.
Yeah.
And give to the Axis.
Obviously, I think that Delcor's made a mistake in the sense that he's unlocked bazookas.
Here we go, we got another engagement here. Rifleman squad's gonna get pincered here. Delcor would do wise to try to have them retreat, but... Yep. Hold on, will he do it? I don't think he will. I think he's going to be stubborn. He's going to try to take out that Kuba wagon.
That Kuba wagon.
Oh my god, that Kuba wagon.
We got a pincer movement going on.
He's not retreating.
That Kuba wagon's down.
He's not retreating his infantry. He's not retreating his infantry. He might lose his...
Delcor's lost a rifleman squad, but still, he's made an important change here. He's taken out a Kuba wagon, and Miles will be really wasting fuel if he try to get another Kuba wagon. Because
Miles can afford to waste fuel. Look at Miles' fuel. Look at his fuel income. Delcor's fuel income is pathetic right now.
Yeah, but still, it's better to not waste fuel when you can, because
Well, it's not a waste if it's not a waste if it actually kept Delcor's troops away. The Kuba wagon's the only reason Delcor hasn't swarmed Miles' forces there.
Yeah,
and Delcor's got another rifleman squad coming up to replace.
Now,
it's an elite rifleman squad.
Delcor has these. The elite riflemen aren't actually better than the regular riflemen. The only difference is they have access to anti-tank grenades right off the bat because
here we go. Delcor starts coming in. He's trying to hold out for longer. He's capturing that middle point. It's a nice strategy in terms of trying to prolong the game, which Delcor really needs to do. But if Miles fucking took those 3 Sturm Pioneers, he's doing that right now. I was going to say, if he took them and he attacked that position, he could have easily taken that. And now Miles has realized that Delcor has completely abandoned this position on the left, so he's about to regain what he lost from that initial point here.
Let's see where they are, those Volksgrenadiers. He's capturing that point.
Here comes the triple Sturm Pioneer rush on the center. These rear echelon troops can't hold that. They're pulling back.
And it looks like
hold on.
Delcor is trying to flank.
Delcor's getting some long-range support.
Oh man, Miles is not using his Sturm Pioneers effectively, to be honest. He needs to move in.
These Sturm Pioneers are not rushing like they should. Here we go. Now they're trying to rush.
There we go. Thank God.
It's starting to get a little too late because Delcor is pulling in a lot of riflemen, but those riflemen are getting way too close.
Got good positioning.
Those riflemen are coming in way too close.
That rifleman squad's going to die.
Those riflemen are too close to... and he lost
losing a lot of riflemen, which he really shouldn't
But
be.
keep in mind that the Sturm Pioneers are actually more expensive to reinforce than the regular rifleman squads.
And he lost one
here
squad.
we go. The Sturm Pioneers retreat. That is a good... That's almost the entirety of Miles' force. Delcor has the ability to completely reverse what has been winning Miles' the game so far.
It's not going to take that long for him to replenish his forces. He's got another Sturm Pioneer squad and another Volksgrenadier there that should be able to actually hold out if he needs to.
Yeah, but Delcor could be doing so much more with his time right now. He isn't doing that right now. He could be
and Miles already has a mechanized command. Basically, Miles has dropped 2 tech buildings, and Delcor hasn't researched the lieutenant, he hasn't researched the captain or the major. He doesn't have a single tech upgrade that he needs to get more advanced units. Miles, on the other hand, does.
And Delcor doesn't
right now, Delcor's trying to infantry spam this out, but it's gone beyond the point. Miles has the sufficient amount of Sturm Pioneers, which means it's really...
Oh, and he's got the bazooka, the Panzerschreck, sorry, and he looked like he tried to take out the ambulance there, but he failed it. Delcor deploys smoke. How lovely.
And now we got the rear echelon troops trying to reinforce.
Oh, they're building a little fighting position there. How cute.
Tactic Delcor play here, you see. Using smoke really aggressively. We see that a lot in Delcor games.
Just,
we see a lot in Delcor games, here. Deploying the smoke here, but
I don't think it's necessarily smart to put a fighting position there because he's not defending anything super valuable. I mean,
and by the way,
fuel, but he needs to actually have. He needs to take more land, not hold.
By the way, Delcor is doing a good tactic over there, taking that ammunition, but the ammunition is not that important than the fuel.
Oh, here we go. But he could have used that grenade a bit earlier, sent it to a better place. But this fighting position didn't even matter because it's getting smacked down already. These these rear echelon squads are trying hard to hold on.